violent revolution in this country. But the establishment wants that. And I'm exposing government-sponsored terror. We have caught the criminals that run our government staging terror attacks over and over again. That's one good thing WikiLeaks did. What, last year? They released a 2004, that was the last year that they know it was used, an Army training manual for captains in the U.S. Army who were in special operations, captains and above, how to stage false flag terror attacks. And the Army admitted it was a real document and said they were seeking to criminally charge whoever gave that to them. They never found out who did it. They've criminally charged the Army officer that released the gun camera film, video footage from the Apaches in 2007 in Baghdad, killing kids and laughing about it, shooting up the Reuters reporter. I don't know. I mean, you weigh this. I don't like just bashing people without proof. And I see a lot of people that I respect saying, you know, they don't trust WikiLeaks. We're going to find out coming up in about 15 minutes. But I just think all the evidence is WikiLeaks is good. Now, does that, sometimes they may be fed stuff by intelligence agencies that they want out there. I'm sure that's going on. But if you can confirm a document's real, you've got to put it out if it shows wrongdoing. And my gut tells me WikiLeaks is good, but I don't know that. I can't prove that. But we're going to have a discussion about it because it's important. This is the top story out there right now. Let's go ahead and jam in another call here. Let's talk to Mike in Texas. Mike, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex. My name is Mike. I'm stationed here at Fort Hood. I'm originally from Dallas. What I'm about to tell you might hit home, so I'm sorry to do so. You might already know about it, but if you do, this might verify. I just got back from a tour in Iraq a few months ago, and what I did there was a security escort gunner. And the best way to describe that would be the opening scene of Iron Man, the people taking Tony Stark around. That's what we did. Of course, none of the civilians were near as cool, so it was a little bit difficult. Most of them are doctors of agriculture and doctors of science. We transport them all around. But the most interesting thing, and of course I have stories about that, but for another time, it's a little bit lengthy. But most importantly, one day we had one of our mission briefings in the very early morning. We had two guys come out in green jumpsuits. And they looked like our mechanics jumpsuits, but and they were wearing our gear as far as bulletproof vests go and IBAs and IOTVs. And I saw on their patch on their shoulder, they didn't have American flags, but they had Austin SWAT patches.
From Austin, Texas.
Yes, from Austin, Texas. Now, these are veterans, not veterans of our war, but veterans of Austin, Texas SWAT team. And it turns out what they were doing there was training to learn how we set up our military police checkpoints and how we do raids on houses.
Stay there. This is key info. Stay with us.
If you're in a service business, that's money ringing in your ears. If your phone's not ringing, chances are it's a problem with your marketing. Landscapers, painters, roofers, carpet cleaners, pet sitters, handymen. Anyone with a residential service business can build a huge and loyal customer base fast with the Magic Yellow Flyer. No more expensive newspaper, yellow pages, or internet pay-per-click ads. The Magic Yellow Flyer will have new customers calling you within 1 week. The Magic Yellow Flyer marketing system is the most effective and inexpensive way to build a referral-only service business in a short period of time. And the Magic Yellow Flyer comes with an outrageous 1-year guarantee. You will get new customers or your money back. For details, go to MagicYellowFlyer.com. No matter what business you're in, the Magic Yellow Flyer marketing system will work for you. Visit MagicYellowFlyer.com. Put the Magic Yellow Flyer to work for you today. Visit MagicYellowFlyer.com.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have.
You'll love this site. It's homegain.com. HOMEGAIN.com. Check them out today.
Making the right decisions is a challenge to investors. Are we going to see economic growth, slide into a recession, or at worst, depression? Hi, Ted Anderson from Midas Resources. We all know when a company acts irresponsibly, divesting ourselves in a move towards safety is prudent. When the market becomes volatile, U.S. Treasuries are a safe haven. But what do you do when the U.S. government overextends itself and spends beyond its means? Many investors are turning toward gold as a common-sense alternative to traditional paper investments. Midas Resources has put together a powerful book titled 10 Reasons to Own Gold, discussing costs, benefits, risks, featuring full-color illustrations, weights, and measures. The book is free and can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. Paper investments are dwarfed by gold's 6,000-year history. Discover how gold may be right for you and your IRA by calling 800-686-2237. Whether buying or it's time for you to sell, the book is free. Call 800-686-2237.
Protect your freedoms and be independent by learning how to maintain, repair, and customize your own firearms through these exclusive video training courses on DVD from the American Gunsmithing Institute. Call and get a free 2-hour sampler DVD video and catalog. See just how quickly and easily you can learn firearm disassembly and reassembly, accurizing, customizing, super tuning, refinishing, trigger repair, and much, much more for rifles, pistols, and shotguns. Courses available for both the hobbyist and the professional. You can even get certified as a gunsmith and make money part-time, full-time, or as a retirement income doing what you love. Call 1-800-247-5032 to order your free sampler DVD and catalog. That's 1-800-247-5032. Call now and get a bonus $10 saving coupon. 1-800-247-5032 or go to AmericanGunsmithDVD.com. Learn how, learn now with AmericanGunsmithDVD.com, your source for how-to gunsmithing videos.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones, only on the GCN Radio Network.
I remember 12 years ago when the Delta Force was telling emergency manager Thomas Sanchez they were preparing for gun confiscation and martial law. They were just testing and actually finding out who would work with them and who wouldn't. Then I interviewed the San Antonio police chief. He kicked him out of their town. Then I went to the Travis County SWAT team and warned them, and they laughed at me. And then 6 months later, Lieutenant Beck was his name, called up and apologized and said, come to my office. Here's Delta Force's card. They were here. Do you know what this is about? And so all over the country since then, they federalized our police. It's part of InfraGard. It's part of the Secret USA. Last week, the Washington Post reported on 854,000 private corporate chiefs with InfraGard, license to kill. And so you've had a corporate takeover of the government. So they're federalizing the police, but the feds themselves have been taken over. The military's being converted to contractors, and they are training the military on how to set up checkpoints, lock down cities, go door to door, and take guns. And now it's admitted in New York and Illinois, the military is going door to door in knock and talk. But Mike, going back to you, how long ago was this in Afghanistan? And specifically, Afghanistan is under martial law. Tell us about the type of military checkpoints you're training them in. And they thought this was normal. Give us any information you got, Mike.
Absolutely. But before I misinterpret, this was actually in Iraq.
Oh, Iraq. Okay, Iraq.
Right, and this was, I just got back about 6 months ago when I was there for a year. Now, what they were doing is they were seeing how we were setting up our checkpoints, and you've got to understand, I'm sure that you do know, but in Iraq, it is complete and total martial law. And it's been going on for so long that the people are completely oblivious that they're even being oppressed. You would drive through one military checkpoint, get your vehicle searched, and before you even leave that checkpoint, 2 kilometers down the road, you can see where the next military checkpoint is going to be. So I don't even understand how they could possibly think that another car could get on the highway from no exit, but there will be another checkpoint just to make sure they did not miss anything. Now, these checkpoints are set up with barricades, and they have a pullover station with it covered in case they really want to deep search these vehicles. They have dogs. Each checkpoint has roughly 12 people, so they make sure to get the vehicles through relatively quickly, but it's still traffic all the time. Now, these people are so used to martial law that when we're driving down the road in our military trucks and we are about to hit traffic, it's too dangerous for us to stop, so we bump over the median and cross onto oncoming traffic. Now, if that were to happen here, Americans would be freaking out, pulling off the road, calling the police. But over there, they just know to pull over and slow down because it's happening again. It happens all the time.
Now, for those that don't know, well, here's an example. I took my children to Tube in the Comal River, and we were staying by Slitterbahn and leaving Saturday afternoon. The police were there by the dozens, and they were taking photographs of the people getting off the tube trucks, because, you know, the truck picks them up at the end of the river, and harassing them and taking photos of everyone. And they had a checkpoint and a cover, and Americans are just being bathed in tyranny. And now